Okay, hi everyone. Today I am going to explain the restriking voltage, average and maximum rate of rise of restriking voltage, current chopping and resistance switching. Okay, in this class I am derive the expression for the restriking voltage and also derive the expression for the average and maximum RRRV. That means the rate of rise of restriking voltage and what is the effect of resistance switching and current chopping phenomena. Okay, that will be explained in the present class. In the previous class I am discussing or we are discussing about the what is the arc phenomena, how the arc will be produced and how the arc will be extinguished. That all will be discussed in the previous class. Okay, that is related to the today's class, that is the restriking voltage and recovery voltages. Okay, the restriking and recovery voltages definitions will also be discussed in the last class. Okay, strength switching. Okay, coming to the contents in present class, I am explaining the what is the voltage for the restriking voltage. The expression for restriking voltage will be calculated. Next one is the expression for the average and maximum rate of rise of restriking voltage. We calculate the average and maximum RRRV. Okay, next I am discussing about the current chopping. What is meant by the current chopping? What is the effect of that current chopping? Okay, next one is the resistance switching. What is the effect of that resistance switching? Why we are using the resistance switching? That all the topics will be covered in this present class. Okay, next coming to the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, before going to the expression for the restriking voltage, we know the following terms. That is the circuit voltage. This is the circuit voltage or the system voltage. Next one is the short circuited current and arc voltage. What is the recovery voltage and what is the restriking voltages? Okay, that all will be observed by using this graph. Okay, first this is the circuit voltage or the system voltage. The red dotted lines indicates the system voltage. The red dotted line will be indicates the system voltage. Okay, that red dotted lines will indicate the system voltage, that is the input voltage of the transmission line. Okay, this is the input voltage of the transmission line. Okay, next after that the green color, the green color waveform will be indicates the short circuited line or the faulted current. Is the short circuited line or the faulted current. Okay, the angle between the circuit voltage and the faulted current waveform is 90 degrees because that will be inductive in nature. Therefore, the current lags by an angle of 90 degrees. Next one is the blue color waveform indicates the arc voltage. Okay, the blue color waveform indicates the arc voltage. Arc voltage means the when the if any fault will be obtained near the circuit breaker, the moving contact is move away from the fixed contact. Okay, in that case an arc is struck between the fixed and the moving contacts. Okay, understand? An arc is struck between the fixed and the moving contacts. At the instant of this arc, we measure the voltage. Okay, that voltage is known as the arc voltage. That voltage is known as the arc voltage. The current will be zero at every half cycle. That is called as the natural zero current. Okay, in that case the current will be naturally 0. Okay, but it is not equal to the system voltage. That means the arc voltage will not be equal to the system voltage when the current will be equal to the 0. Okay, that will be depending upon the parameters of the transmission line of L and C of inductance and the capacitance values. Due to the presence of the inductance and capacitance values, okay, the system voltage is not equal to the arc voltage. Okay, that is the main reason for the arc voltage is not equal to the system voltage. Okay, for that then that arc voltage will be rises. That arc voltage will be start oscillating. These are all the oscillations, that is also called as the transients. Okay, at the peak of this transient is known as the restriking transient voltage, is known as the restriking transient voltage. Okay, after the completion of these oscillations, we measure the voltage. Okay, that voltage is known as the recovery voltage. After complete die of these oscillations, we measure the voltage. Okay, that voltage is known as the recovery voltage. Okay, this is the terms for system voltage, short circuited current, arc voltage and current zero interruption. The natural current zero interruption will be obtained each and every half cycle. Okay, then after that oscillations die, that voltage is called as the recovery voltage. Okay, in the previous class also I am discussing about I am give the definitions for the restriking and recovery voltages. Okay, restriking voltage means it is the transient voltage that appear across the breaker contacts. This is the transient voltage that appear across the breaker contacts after opening of the breaker. Okay, next one is this is the single line diagram for the feeder line. This is the bus bar, in that we are connecting the transformer. That will be connected to the circuit breaker. In that circuit breaker we are obtaining the some fault. Near the circuit breaker fault will be obtained. Okay, this is the single line diagram of a feeder line. Okay, and then we draw the equivalent circuit diagram for this single line diagram. Then this is the input voltage. In and each and every transmission line we are having the parameters, that is the RL and C parameters. This transmission line we are connecting the circuit breaker. Okay, this is the fault. This is the short circuited current or fault current. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit diagram for this single line diagram. Okay, by using this equivalent circuit diagram, we calculate the expression for the restriking voltage. By using this single line diagram, we calculate the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, in this transmission line, the value of the resistance R will be neglected. Okay, we consider only the L and C terminals. We consider only the inductance and capacitance. While calculating the expression for the restriking voltage, we calculated only the effect of inductance and the capacitance. We calculated only the effect of the inductance and the capacitance. Okay, restriking voltage means it is the transient voltage that appears across the breaker contacts, immediately after the opening of the breaker contacts. contacts. Okay, this is the restriking voltage and this is the expression for the single line diagram. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit for this single line diagram. In that we are having the resistance, inductance and the capacitance. Then the transmission line we are connecting the one circuit breaker, and if the fault will be obtained, that is the short circuited current. Okay, this is the system voltage. This is the system voltage, and across the, if the fault will be obtained across the contact of the circuit breaker, we measure the arc voltage. Across the contact of this circuit breaker, we measure the arc voltage. After the natural current 0, the arc voltage does not equal to the system voltage. Then it will be oscillated by transient condition. At the highest peak of this transients is known as the restriking voltage. Okay, after complete die of this voltage, this transients, at that condition we measure the voltage. That voltage is known as the recovery voltage. Okay, is known as the recovery voltage. It is a transient voltage that appear across the breaker contacts immediately after the opening of the breaker. Immediately after opening of the breaker is known as the restriking voltage. Okay, this is the single line diagram of a feeder line, and this is the equivalent circuit diagram of this single line diagram. Okay, by using this equivalent circuit diagram, we derive the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, by using the equivalent circuit diagram, we derive the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, this is the expression for the restriking voltage. In that expression, we calculate the effect. In this expression, by using the equivalent circuit, we calculate the current value. Okay, short circuit current, that is I equal to IL plus IC. Okay, after that we calculate the expression for the restriking voltage. When the breaker contacts are open and are finally extinguished at the some current 0, the arc voltage is suddenly applied across the capacitor of the circuit breaker. By using this equivalent circuit diagram, we calculate the expression for the restriking voltage. By using this equivalent circuit diagram, we calculate the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, this is the derivation for the restriking voltage. Okay. Next, coming to the expression where I equal to IL plus C, where I equal to IL plus C. IL plus C means in that circuit the resistance and capacitance values are added. Due to that resistance or due to that inductance and the capacitance, there is some faulted current. Due to that current, there is some restriking voltage will be obtained. Therefore, I equal to the IL plus IC. The resistance value will be neglected. I equal to the IL plus IC. Then IL is the current flowing through the inductor and IC is the current across the current flow across the capacitors. Okay, that already we study in the EC subject. Okay, circuit subject. In this, the voltage across the current across the current flowing through the inductor is the 1 by L integral V dt. This is the 1 by L integral V dt, the current flowing through the inductor. Next one is the current flows through the capacitor is the C dV by dt. C dV by dt. This already we will study in the previous class. Okay, in the PC subject. Okay, next one, coming to the we differentiate the above equation. We differentiate the above equation with respect to the t. Therefore, the di by dt equal to, while differentiating this term, we are obtaining the V by L. While differentiating this term, we are obtaining the V by L. Okay, next one is the C dV by dt. While differentiating this C dV by dt, we are obtaining the C d square V by dt square. Sorry, in that we miss the C term. Okay, in that we miss the C term. Therefore, it is the C d square V by dt square. We mentioned this is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. If we know that, if we already know the I equal to 1 plus Vm by omega W omega cos t. Okay, then differentiating this equation, then it will be replaced by di by dt equal to Vm by omega L omega cos omega t. Okay, at t equal to 0 instant, di by dt equal to Vm by L. Okay, at omega 0 will be equal to the 1. Therefore, cos 0 equal to the 1. Then we are obtaining the di by dt equal to Vm by L. Di by dt equal to Vm by L. This is the equation number 2. Now, substitute 2 in 1. Now, substitute 2 in 1. Then 2 in 1 means the second equation is the di by dt equal to Vm by L. Di by dt is replaced by Vm by L. Therefore, Vm by L equal to V by L plus C d square V by dt square. Okay, you understand this equation? First, due to the inductance and capacitance values in the circuit or the transmission line, I equal to IL plus IC. Okay, I equal to the IL plus IC. Next, the current flowing through this inductor is 1 by L integral V dt, and the current flows through this capacitor is the C dV by dt. Then differentiating this equation, then we are obtaining the di by dt equal to, by differentiating this term we are obtaining V by L plus, by differentiating this term we are obtaining the C d square V by dt square. Okay, we represent that is the equation number 1. Okay, but I equal to 1 plus Vm by omega L omega cos omega t, we already know, and then differentiate this equation, that is the di by dt equal to Vm by omega L omega cos omega t. Okay, at t equal to 0, if at t equal to 0 instant, then substitute the t value equal to 0. Then di by dt equal to Vm by L. Omega will be cancel. Omega will be cancel. Okay, then cancel the omega and omega. After that, V by Vm by L and cos omega t. Substitute t equal to the 0. Substitute this t equal to 0 value. Then we are obtaining the di by dt equal to the Vm by L. Di by dt equal to Vm by L. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Okay, this is the equation number 2. And then substitute 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. Then Vm by L equal to V by L plus C d square V by dt square. V by L plus C d square V by dt square. By solving this equation and replace the d square V by dt square in the by solving the first equation, then we find out the d square. Solving this first equation, d square v by dt square equal to di by dt minus v by l equal to di by dt minus v by l. Okay, this is the d square v by dt square that will be substituted in this equation, and then by solving this equation, then we obtaining the by solving this equation, then we will obtaining the restriking voltage. Then we will obtaining the restriking voltage. Okay, this is by solving that equation, we obtaining the v equal to Vm into 1 minus cos t by root LC. V equal to Vm into 1 minus cos t by root LC. Okay, that will be replaced by 2 pi Fn t, 2 pi Fn t, where Fn is the 1 by 2 pi root LC. 1 by 2 pi Fn is the 1 by 2 pi root LC. Okay, this is the restriking voltage. The formula for the restriking voltage is the V equal to Vm into 1 minus cos of t by root LC is the restriking voltage. Okay, this is the expression for the restriking voltage. Okay, that will be rewrite as a V equal to Vm into 1 minus cos 2 pi Fn t, where Fn is the 1 by 2 pi root LC. Okay, understand the restriking voltage. Next, while observing this restriking voltage, next coming to we calculate the rate of rise of restriking voltage. Okay, next we calculate the rate of rise of restriking voltage, that is known as the RRRV. Okay, we already know about the rise of restriking voltage. Okay, this is the rise of restriking voltage, that is the V equal to Vm into 1 minus cos 1 by t by root LC. This is the restriking voltage. Okay, we obtaining the rate of rise of restriking voltage. While differentiating this term, then we obtaining the RRV. But that means differentiating this equation by with respect to the t, then dv by dt equal to Vm by root LC sin of t by root LC. Sin of t by root LC. Differentiating the equation number 1, we are obtaining this equation. Then the rate of rise of restriking voltage will be maximum when the sin of 1 t by root LC equal to 1 or t equal to pi by 2 root LC. The rate of rise of restriking voltage will be maximum when sin of 1 by root LC into 1 or t equal to pi by 2 root LC. Okay, hence the maximum value of rate of restriking voltage is the Vm by root LC. The maximum value of rate of rise of restriking voltage is the Vm by root LC. Okay, understand? Next one is further for the peak of the restriking voltage, dV by dt equal to the 0. Okay, dV by dt equal to the 0 or sin of t by root LC equal to 0 or sin of t by root LC equal to 0. That is the sin phi. That is the phi. T equal to the pi root LC. T equal to the pi root LC. This is the rate of, this is the restriking voltage. Okay, this is the restriking voltage. Next topic is the current chopping. First, what is meant by the current chopping? The current chopping and the resistance switching are the very important phenomena in the case of a circuit breakers. Are the important phenomena in the case of a circuit breaker. First, what is meant by the current chopping? Current chopping means that it is the phenomena of current interruption before the natural current is zero or reached. Before the natural current reached, the current is interrupted. The phenomena of current interruption before the natural current zero is reached. Okay, in order to understand the current chopping phenomena, consider that same deionization force is applied by the circuit breaker for all values of the short circuit current within the capacity of the circuit breaker, as in the case of a air blast circuit breaker and vacuum circuit breaker. We observe this type of current chopping. Okay, before natural current zero, the current is forcibly interrupted. Okay, before natural current zero, the current is forcibly interrupted, is known as the current chopping. Okay, that will be observed in the case of the vacuum circuit breakers and also air blast circuit breakers. Okay, it is defined as the phenomena in which current is forcibly interrupted before the natural current zero. Before the natural current zero, the current is forcibly interrupted, is known as the current chopping. Okay, it may be observed in the air blast and the vacuum circuit breakers. It may be observed in the air blast and the vacuum circuit breakers. Okay, this is the diagram for the current chopping phenomena. In that we are connecting the resistance, inductance and the capacitance, where L is the shunt reactor and C is the capacitance and R is the resistance of that winding. This is the transmission line. In that we are connecting the circuit breakers. Okay, circuit breaker. In the case of the air blast circuit breakers, the fault clearing capacity is fixed. Okay, in the case of a air blast circuit breaker, this is the one type of a circuit breaker in that the fault clearing capacity is fixed. Okay, and independent of the fault current levels Okay, in this case the breaker breaks the circuit of unloaded transformer or shunt reactor. Okay, in this case the breaker breaks the contacts of unloaded transformer or the circuit or the shunt reactors. Okay, this will be brought to zero because of natural current zero. This will be brought to the zero because of the natural current zero. Okay, before natural current zero, the low magnetizing currents, which is very less. Before natural current zero, the low magnetizing current, which is very less compared to the full load currents, are the fault currents. Full load currents are the fault currents. Okay, before natural current zero, the low magnetizing currents will be brought to the zero position. Okay, consider the shunt reactor as shown in the figure. This is the shunt reactor as shown in the figure. This is the shunt reactor. Inductance is the shunt reactor. That will be shown in the figure. Okay, the reactor takes the magnetizing current under normal operating condition. Okay, that reactor takes the magnetizing current under normal operating condition. When the breaker opens, the current chopping will take place. Under normal operating condition, the reactor takes the magnetizing current. Okay. Next one, the breaker opens, the current chopping will takes place and the current through the reactor becomes 0. Okay, due to the sudden drop of this current, due to the sudden reductions in this current, the inductance in the through the inductor, a high voltage will be developed across the inductor, then that voltage across the capacitor is also increased. Due to the sudden drop in the current, a high voltages will be developed across the inductor. Okay, that voltage will be passing through the capacitor also. Okay, this is the energy stored in the inductor and the energy stored in the capacitor, that will be equal in this case, that is the Li square by 2, half Li square equal to half CV square. Okay, here V equal to the voltage across the capacitor and V equal to the 1 by root LC and V equal to the 1 by root LC. Okay, next one is the current chopping phenomena will be explained by using this graph, and we observe the what is the current and the voltages are observed in this case. How the voltages and currents are changed in this waveform. Okay, first with respect to the T, we will draw the arc currents and the arc voltages. With respect to tree, we draw the arc voltage and the arc currents. Okay, first one is the arc voltage. This is the arc voltage waveform. When the current chopping is obtained, this is the first current chopping, second current chopping, third current chopping, fourth current chopping. After completing of these current choppings, finally it reaches to the 0 position. Finally it reaches to the 0 position. That will be obtained before the natural current 0. That will be obtained before the natural current 0. Okay, this is the arc current. This is the arc current, and we observe the arc voltage. This is the arc voltage. After the current chopping will be started, then we start the transient voltages and we appear the transient voltages. These are all the transient voltages. At starting point of this transient voltage is known as the restriking voltage. Okay, this is known as the restriking voltage. After completing of these choppings, the transient voltages are reached to the natural current 0 and oscillations are reduced. Okay, before reaching the natural 0 and before the oscillations, in that case we measure, or after completing the overall oscillations, then we measure the voltage. That voltage is known as the recovery voltage. We measure the voltage. That voltage is known as the recovery voltage. This is the recovery voltage. Okay, this is the current chopping phenomena in the case of a circuit breaker. This is the one of the major important phenomena in case of circuit breakers. Okay, due to that current chopping, some high voltage drops will be obtained. Okay, that high voltage drops will be minimized by using the resistance switching. Due to this current choppings, a high voltage will be developed or over voltages are to be obtained. Okay, that over voltages are reduced by using the resistance switching. Okay, next topic is the resistance switching. Okay, the main purpose of this resistance switching is used to overcome the effect of overloads. Is used to overcome the effects of overloads due to the current chopping. Okay, the value of resistance used for resistance switching may of order of thousands of ohms. Okay, this is the diagram for the resistance switching. This is the diagram for the resistance switching. Okay, one resistor is connected across the contacts of this circuit breaker. This is the transmission line. In that R resistor, R value will be neglected. Then we display the only shunt reactance and the capacitance value, and then we connect the circuit breaker. That circuit breaker contacts will be connected across the resistance. Okay, that resistance will be connected across the contact of this circuit breaker. When the fault will be obtained, okay, when the fault will be obtained, in this case automatically the contacts of the circuit breakers are open. If when the faults will be obtained, automatically the contacts of this circuit breaker is open. If the contacts of this circuit breaker is open, then an arc is struck in between this contact. Okay, that struck arc will be struck linking through this resistance also. Okay, that struck arc will be linking through the resistance also. Okay, on the occurrence of the fault, the contact of the circuit breaker are open and an arc is struck between the contacts with the arc shunted by the resistance R. Okay, that arc will be shunted. Okay, that arc will be shunted by this resistance R, and a part of current is diverted through this resistance and some part of current is diverted through this resistance. Okay, this result in decreases of arc current and an increases in the rate of deionization of the arc path. Okay, if any faults are obtained near the circuit breaker, then automatically the contacts of circuit breakers are open. Then an arc is struck in between the contacts. Okay, with the arc shunted by the resistor R, a part of arc current is diverted through this. Okay, this result in decreasing of arc current and an increases in the rate of deionization of the arc path. Thus, the arc resistance is increased, leading to a further increases in the current through the shunt reactor. Current through the shunt current through the shunt resistance. Okay, this build-up process continues until current becomes so small. This process will be continued until the current becomes so small, that is that it fail to maintain the arc. That will fail to maintain the arc. Now the arc is extinguished and the current gets interrupted. Now the arc is extinguished and the current get interrupted. Alternatively, the resistance may be automatically switched in a transformance of an arc from the main contacts to the probe contacts. Okay, from the main contacts to the probe contacts. Okay, this is the resistance switching. That resistance is connected across the contacts of these circuit breakers. Okay, next it is mainly used for reducing the restriking voltage, the transient voltage surges. Reducing the transient voltage surges. Okay, by connecting this resistance across the contacts of the circuit breaker, the severe voltage may be reduced. The severe voltages may be reduced by using this resistance. Okay, if the arc is struck between the contacts, the arc is shunted by a resistance. A part of arc current is diverted through the resistor. A part of arc current is diverted through the resistance. Okay, this result decreases of a current. Okay, this result decreases of a current. Okay, next one is the arc resistance is increased, leading to further increases in the current. The arc resistance is increased, leading to further increases in the current through the shunt resistor. Okay, this process is continued until the current becomes so small. This process is continued until the current will be equal to the zero position, that fails to maintain the arc, that will be observed in this figure shown below. Okay, that is the arc action, that is the zero position. The current becomes so small, okay, this is the oscillatory restriking voltage and this is the recovery voltage, and this is the oscillatory restriking voltage. Okay, this is the damped restriking voltage and these are the damped restriking voltage and this is the recovery voltages. Okay, first this is the resistance switching. Okay, the main advantage of this resistance switching is used to overcome the effect of overloaded due to the current chopping. The main use of this resistance switching is used to overcome the effect of over voltages due to over current choppings. Okay, the value of resistance used for resistance switching may be order of thousands of ohms. Okay, the resistance switching is used for the reduction of the voltage, high arcing voltage or the high voltages. Okay, that will be explained in the resistance switching. In present class, the main important topics are the current chopping phenomena and also resistance switching and derivation for the rate of rise of restriking voltages and also the restriking voltage. By calculating the restriking voltage, after that we calculating the rate of rise of restriking voltages. Then what is the formula for the rate of rise of restriking voltage and what is the average and minimum values for the rate of rise of restriking voltages and what is meant by the current chopping and what is the resistance switching, what is the purpose of that resistance switching, that all will be discussed in the present class. Okay, in the previous class we discussed about how the arc will be produced and what is the arc extinction parameters and how that arc will be extinguished and what is the arc phenomena and which properties are used to initialize the arc phenomena process. Okay, in present video lecture, in present class I am explaining this. In present class I am explaining what is the use of the resistance switching and how the current chopping will be explained, with clear explanation by using this graph. Okay, that resistance switching and the current choppings are the one of the major important criteria in the case of the circuit breakers. Okay, by using this resistance switching to overcome the effect of the over voltages due to the current choppings. Okay, by using this resistance across the contact of the circuit breaker, some current will be diverted to that resistance. That is the main use in the case of a resistance switching. That is the main use in the case of the resistance switching. Okay, by using this by using these phenomena, current chopping and resistance switchings and what is meant by the arc voltage and what is the phenomena of the rate of rise of restriking voltage and what is the expression for the restriking voltage are the very important very important topics in the case of a circuit breakers. Okay, mainly the current chopping will be obtained in the case of a air blast circuit breakers and also vacuum circuit breakers. The current chopping will be observed in the air blast and the vacuum circuit breakers. In this circuit breakers we mainly observe the current chopping phenomena. In that current chopping phenomena, in that figure the arc current is seen to approach the zero in normal way initially with low arc voltages, so that there will be a virtual capacitance current at a certain arc current. Okay, due to the large deionizing forces, instability occurs and the arc current immediately collapse to the zero. Okay, arc currents immediately collapse to the zero. Okay, are there occurs in the first chope. This is the first chope. Okay, the current in the arc was flowing from the source through the inductance and the circuit breaker contacts. Okay, the energy contained in the electromagnetic field cannot become zero instantaneously. Okay, it changes into some other form of energy. Okay, the only possibilities in the conversion from the electromagnetic to electrostatic form of energy, that is the energy stored in the inductor will discharge into a stray capacitance charge, that is the half CV square. Okay, that later to propose to voltage proportional to the voltage if I is the instantaneous value of arc current where the chope takes place. Okay, the prospective values of the voltage to which the capacitor C will be charged. Okay, due to that voltage the charging current will be equal to the capacitive charging current. The charging currents of the voltage will be equal to the energy stored in the inductance is equal to the energy stored in the capacitance. Okay, due to that transfer of energy stored in the inductance to the capacitance value, that is half Li square will be equal to the half Ci square. Okay, where V is the voltage across the capacitance and V is the I 1 by root LC, that will be taken in the 1 by root LC. Okay, while obtaining the current chopping in the transmission line, high voltage that will be appear across the contacts of the circuit breaker. Okay, that high voltage is diverted by using this resistance switching. By using this resistance switching. Okay, the resistance switching is connected across the contacts of the circuit breaker. Okay, understand that resistance is connected across the contact of the circuit breaker. Okay, when the breaker contacts are open automatically, okay, breaker contacts are open automatically and arc is struck in between the contacts. Okay, that arc is diverted through that resistance. Okay, then we shunted that arc current, then automatically we reduce the arc. This process will be continued until the arc will be reduced. Okay, this is the main important phenomena in the case of a circuit breaker, that is the current chopping and the resistance switching. Okay, this is the graph for the resistance switching. Now the arc is extinguished and the circuit breaker get interrupted. This is the restriking voltage and this is the accelerated transient voltages. Okay, this is the current chopping and the resistance switching and rate of rise of restriking voltage and recovery voltages. Okay, thank you.